Hello and welcome to Monmouth in Focus, a program about the services and functions of Monmouth County government. I'm your host, Cynthia Scott. Well, it is April, and along with that comes National County Government Month. The theme this year is quite appropriate for us here in Monmouth County, since it's Ready and Resilient Counties Prepare, Respond, and Thrive. And who better to talk about that than Monmouth County Sheriff Sean Golden. Sheriff, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure to have you here on Monmouth in Focus. Sheriff, such a large part of your agency deals in emergency services. The Monmouth County Sheriff's Office runs the Office of Emergency Management, which was obviously the lead during Superstorm Sandy. Let's talk about that.
Sure. So, we have 630 employees in the Monmouth County Sheriff's Office and a multitude of divisions, and emergency management is one of those that when called to action and they're needed the most, they're tested the most during those types of emergencies. So our team, led by Mike Opegard, he's our emergency management coordinator for the county. He's one of the best in the state, just well-trained, just really dedicated staff of deputy coordinators. They go about their business on day-to-day in terms of planning and mitigation and what we can do to better prepare for storms and the like. And so we tested them over the last couple of years, as we saw with a number of storms, not just Hurricane Irene and Superstorm Sandy, but with snowstorms and with water emergencies and those things that we encounter from month to month in the county. And Mike and his team have the daily task of preparing for any emergency, whether it has to do with schools or malls, whether it has to do with infrastructure, mass casualty response, search and rescue. So that's what that's what his team does. It's a small team when you look at the overall sheriff's office, but the reason why the Board of Chosen Freeholders put it underneath the Sheriff's Office and have emergency management and the Sheriff's Office together is because we have so many resources in the Sheriff's Office that Mike calls upon when there's an emergency, whether it's our 911 communications for operability with other agencies, whether it's our law enforcement teams to go out and do security and, in the case of the storm, traffic direction and loot and patrol and all those things that came along with the challenges of the storm, and our corrections team, which managed our shelters at that time of need. So Mike is in the back utilizing all the resources at his disposal, and him and his team plan for those types of emergencies.
Absolutely. Plan, prepare, thrive, that's for sure. And Sheriff, in October of 2013, you launched Storm, such an important program for seniors.
It's really important for all our residents when we talk about preparation and family planning and to have resources available to you should you have to evacuate, should something happen. And again, everybody thinks storm, but this is anything. If you have a fire in your house and you're going to be displaced for a period of time, if you have to evacuate the region for some other chemical spill or whatever the case may be. So Mike and his team and the Sheriff's Office with Under Sheriff Ted Freeman in charge of our special programs had embarked on the Storm program. Seniors taking on readiness measures. It's a national model. It's certainly a state model to go out and converse with our seniors, teach them about preparation, teach them. I mean, they're our most vulnerable population when it comes to emergencies and the ability, and they pose some challenges, whether it's disabilities, whether they have some type of medical problem or they need medications. And so the Storm program, Seniors Taking on Readiness Measures, has been a tremendous success for us. We've been in and out of all of the senior citizen housing throughout the county, and working again with the local emergency management teams and helping them prepare and helping them get in the mindset that they should have a plan, know their doctors, write that stuff down, their medications, write that down, anything that in terms of special needs, write that stuff down in a book that we provide them. And then we provide them with a kit when they complete the booklet. So it's a starter kit for emergencies, so that they have a resource kit available to them. Has flashlights, radios, portable radios, and those kind of things. And it's been really well received throughout our senior communities and throughout the communities in general. And we really look at it as a national program. We're presenting it this year down at National Sheriff's Association. So we've led the way with other programs in Monmouth County and the Sheriff's Office, and we certainly think this is one of them as well.
What a wonderful program. And Sheriff, you also run the 911 Communications Center and really talk about emergencies, talk about thriving and planning and preparing. These public safety telecommunicators are really the unsung heroes of that
unsung
center,
heroes, day in and day out. As we speak right now, 911 calls coming into the center. They don't stop. One of the things that we're really proud of is, we're going through an upgrade in the 911 center. We have a new facility. The Board of Chosen Freeholders have been tremendous in their support in recognizing that in that preparation and planning and sustainability and long-term growth for the county, that we needed a new 911 facility that was worthy to our residents in terms of being able to respond to all of the calls that come into the county and beyond. And so these operators, we call them public safety telecommunicators, they work 24/7. We average about 1,200 calls a year. 1,200 calls a day in the center, and we've seen an increase of 10 to 12% year over year in the center. So they're specially trained.
Sure.
It's not for everyone. I say that. It's probably one of the tougher jobs throughout the county employment, and we're really proud of what they do day in and day out over there.
All right, Sheriff, great job as always. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And that is all the time we have for this segment of Monmouth in Focus. For more information, you can go to www.visitmonmouth.com. I'm Cynthia Scott. Have a great day, everyone.